My apology to the Green Party, the House Leader of the third party.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. For the past 2 weeks, forceful evictions have taken place in Kelowna. Residents of Kelowna's Outdoor Sheltering 4, known as OS4, experienced harmful and continuous displacement. Bylaw and police officers created an exclusion zone, barring anyone from entering, including media, community advocates, and cultural support workers. As we've seen, cities across the province, residents of OS4 were dispossessed of their belongings and survival gear. We know that for many of our friends and neighbours, displacement equals death. These cycles of violence are unacceptable. Through you, Honourable Speaker, to the Premier, will your government adopt a human rights-based approach to homelessness?
Minister of Housing.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Having encampments in any community is unacceptable. That's why we've been working so hard with our partners to be able to rapidly deploy supportive housing, different forms of housing in communities throughout the province. We've been working closely with Kelowna, 120 homes within a year. 80 of them are up. We're seeing success. People are moving in. They're getting the supports they need. In fact, 40 people have already moved into supportive housing and moved into stable housing, either with family, on their own, found employment. I appreciate the member's question. We certainly know that there's some challenges that Kelowna are facing. I would advise the member that there's a lot of work happening from all partners to try to get every individual into housing. There is a criminal element that also is going into situations and preying on vulnerable people. And that also is unacceptable. And so it's important that the work that Kelowna does ensures that they're following laws, which my understanding is that they're following the rules. If not, of course, they'll have to address those challenges. But we're going to continue to work with Kelowna and all communities to be able to ensure that people can get indoors to get the supports that they desperately need.
Member supplemental.
Honourable Speaker, it's been 2 years since the massive Hastings Street decampment. Since then, several of these displaced residents have died alone, and many more suffer from injuries and trauma incurred during these sweeps. From the downtown east side to Kelowna, spring cleaning should not involve the violent displacement of our neighbours and violation of their human rights. Last year, the Federal Housing Advocate released a report titled Upholding Dignity and Human Rights, identifying 6 major calls to action. Through you, Honourable Speaker, to the Minister of Housing, will you work with all levels of government to implement the Federal Advocate's recommendations for upholding dignity and human rights in homeless encampments?
Minister.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Again, thanks to the member for the question. I had the opportunity to meet with the advocate when I was in Ottawa just over a year ago to discuss what British Columbia is doing to address encampments. In fact, I would share with the member that we were praised for our leadership for deploying housing and providing wraparound supports for individuals. These are complex situations. Encampments are not safe for the people living in them. They're not safe for the community at large. We need to ensure that we're getting people indoors. A member mentioned Crab Park. The member would know that there was close to 100 people in encampments there. We found housing for all of those individuals. The encampment no longer exists, not because they were moved out. It's because we found housing opportunities. We got people indoors, Honourable Speaker. We're doing the same in Prince George, which Moxon Flats had close to 100 people working closely with council. We have now 4 people left at that site, and we're going to find housing for those last 4 people as well. That work will continue in all communities that need housing.